The small town of Frankfurt in the Free State is working to develop its own entrepreneurship landscape. Three co-founders have developed a mobile app advancing e-commerce and giving small businesses a platform to reach their market. Next Curve Creations believes this app will revolutionize the way spaza shops and other businesses do business. For more, we are joined by Tumi Letshaba, the co-founder of Next Curve Creations, via Zoom. Tumi, welcome to SME On Point. Thank you so much for joining us. When you think of small towns like Frankfurt, one would say they're often forgotten when big announcements are made or when SME developments are made. And even entrepreneurs that come out there, they sometimes seem to be forgotten. But you have used that to your advantage with your co-founders and made sure that you create an app that will encompass everyone to use your app platform to be able to sell their businesses. Tell us more.
Thank you. Essentially, what we have done at proof of concept level, we have managed to build a platform that helps township-based businesses make money. We have achieved this by leveling the playing field.
Let's talk about, for instance, going back to yesterday's investment conference. I'm sure you were keenly watching it because most of the SMEs that I spoke to, they wanted to know the kind of opportunities that were there. What do you make of a conference of that large scale and nature and how it feeds into businesses such as Next Curve Creations?
We welcome such conferences where key stakeholders will be in one roof and discussing potential opportunities for investment in South Africa. However, this is happening at a time where there is a big gray elephant in the room. It will be interesting how we navigate through that. However, the view that we hold as Next Curve Creations is this. We certainly hope that capital that will flow to the country as a result of this conference will be aligned with the goals of the country, particularly when it comes to the issues of persistent deep inequality.
Let's go back to Frankfurt and tell me about what are the big challenges that small businesses there that are onboarding onto the Next Curve Creations online platform or e-commerce platforms. What are they challenged with the most that that the country should know about, and maybe potential those people who have the potential to help them can help them?
Mm-hmm. The key challenge that we have observed through engaging with business owners at the ground is that they are faced with the challenge of high cost of doing business. So what we have achieved is build a solution that makes it easy for these businesses to get organized. Once these businesses are organized, they are able to unlock buying power. This buying power allows them to buy products that they require for their businesses directly from the companies that produce or manufacture the very same products that they use on a daily basis for their businesses.
Yeah, but what about internet connectivity? This is something that a lot of provinces often struggle with, because in the metros you'll find that internet connectivity is something that is growing and it's moving at a very fast pace. But when you go into the provinces, internet connectivity becomes a problem. So you as an entrepreneur can have this great concept, but the people that are supposed to be onboarding, they now have connectivity issues. What have you observed with regards to that?
Well, things are drastically changing on the ground. Mobile network providers have done a very good job as far as making sure that everybody has adequate access to network connectivity. Of course, there are issues with load sharing currently that disrupts network connectivity. And also, there is a built-in within our solution capability to allow businesses to transact on our platform offline.
And then those that are transacting online, what kind of growth in their businesses have you observed?
Again, I mentioned that we are in the business of helping these township-based businesses make money. What we have observed is that we have managed to significantly decrease their input costs. And as a result of that decrease in their input costs, it allows these SMEs to make more money. then with the money that they are making, they are now able to absorb the youth that's currently unemployed within the communities.
For investors that are watching SME on Point today and who are thinking, okay, maybe let's go into Frankfurt in the Free State to see what we can do, what opportunities are there for them?
Frankfurt is a small town. It is nestled by large-scale agriculture industry. So there is a huge potential to tap into agric. In that, what we observe at the proof of concept is that there are many business owners that are sitting on land that is currently dormant. And this presents an opportunity to invest in agriculture, thereby increasing the production output of the country. That's direct contribution to the GDP. So there's a huge potential in Frankfurt for investment. Yeah. And particularly also looking into tourism. Frankfurt could rival Florence as a tourist destination if the right investment is directed into the town. Mm.
And of course, it's not far. If you are in Johannesburg or Pretoria, it's what, 45 minutes drive into Frankfurt?
It's about an hour's drive.
It's about an hour's drive into. Tumi Letshaba, thank you so much for joining us. Tumi is with Next Curve Creations. He's the co-founder there. They've developed an interesting app that is aimed at developing the small town of Frankfurt out there in the Free State to onboard small businesses in that area, particularly spaza shops, to use their platform to be able to make their money using the Next Curve platform. And we hope that more towns, smaller towns, will be able to speak to them so that we understand how they are breaking barriers and boundaries to make sure that the SME ecosystem and entrepreneurship ecosystem is spread across South Africa as a whole and not just concentrated in big metros such as your Johannesburg and others. And that is all I have for you for this week. As always, please remember to support small businesses and keep those rands and cents circulating in your communities. More business news is coming up with Nzinga Kunta after this break.